This video is going to walk you through how to use the web version of AutoCAD. You provided me with an email, so I put that email into Autodesk, and you should have been sent an email that looked like this. It's going to come from Autodesk, not from me. So it's going to invite you to create an account. If you already have an Autodesk account, you just need to log into that account. If you already have an Autodesk account, make sure that you gave me the email address that you use with that account. Otherwise, they're not going to be linked with our software. So once you get this email, you click Create Account and you follow the steps that it asks you to do. You'll probably have to verify your account through your email once you set it up. Once everything is verified and everything is set up, you now have access to software. So if you go to Canvas and go to the link that I gave you, that you can go into web.autocad.com. And then this is where you're going to log in. So you're going to log in using the same thing with your Autodesk account. So the email that you gave me is what you'll use to log in with. Once you log in, it's going to let you go into the web version of AutoCAD. So it's going to look similar to this. One of the things that you can do over to the side is link your OneDrive. Now, it's been my experience that it doesn't stay linked, so every time you have to go in here, you probably have to click the cloud, click Add, and then log into your OneDrive just like you would to get to your drawings at school, okay? So once you log in, it's going to link everything to that OneDrive. So let me log in. Accept it, let it have access. So then it's going to give you all your folders here. So pick your drawings, go find your folder that you save everything in, and then when you find a drawing, you can just pick it and it will let you go into that drawing. This is going to look a lot different than it does at school. I cannot change the background color to white. It won't let me do that, but it's fine. You get used to it. Now, one of the things that you need to do, because see, here are all your commands here. It's fine if you want to leave them there. There's your dimension tools. There's your modify tools. If you hover, it tells you what it is. But one of the things that you can do is go up to the top where this gear is, click the gear, and then the light and dark theme, that's just the buttons around the outside. That's not changing the background. I would go to ribbon and turn that on. That's going to pull those commands up to the top. You can kind of see it in the background what it's doing. So that's going to make it look a little bit more like what we have in the lab. If you go to tracking, that is your object snap tracking. That's your polar tracking. I would change that to 30. Object snap, you need to turn on midpoint. Remember, midpoint is not the default, so turn on the midpoint. Units are fine, navigation is fine. So when you tell that done, you now have your buttons up at the top. Okay, here's your line command. They're a little out of order than what we're used to, but you can find what you need. Your layers are here, so if you need to switch something to a layer, you can do it here. If you click this, it moves back, so it gives you more room. Here's your layers. Just like in our software at the lab, you can pull it down here. Down at the bottom, you've got your object snap, so if you need to change something. You've got your object track, your polar, so if you need to change the angle, you can change the angle here. So everything's going to work. It's just a basic version. So you can offset, you can draw, your offsets here, you type in the distance, pick your line, offset over. It works just like in the lab. So if you need to catch up on some work, you can at least have access to your work in your OneDrive. Anything that you save, here's your save button here. If you save it, it saves it in your OneDrive. So when you come into the lab the next day, go into your AutoCAD software, go to your OneDrive, open up anything that you did at home, and you'll be able to print it out. It should update everything. So I can help you set this up on your laptop in the lab if you need some help, but this is kind of the basic overview of how you get into the web version.